This is going to be on the abracadabra. Magicians have used this word for many years in when they're performing, and they would usually make something happen or vanish, and they would say abracadabra. But actually, the abracadabra in metaphysics was a way of taking somebody's name and numerizing it and forming it into a triangle and indicating when major changes would take place in their life. I'm using the name Michael as an example. And the way it initially works is you would lay out a chart and just have like single lines. Let's say they use 9 letters, and the 9 letters would depict every major change in somebody's life. Now, 2 people with the name Michael, which has 7 letters, we're not using 9 at this point, would go through similar changes, but of course with different people. And it's pre-programmed into somebody's life. These charts were found in pyramids initially with hieroglyphics, but I've converted them to English meanings. But basically, what you do is you would have a line for each letter for 9 letters, basically. This is only 7, but this is an example. And you would put the letter, let's say, Michael, Michael, on the lines, and the triangle would indicate the age. Like this is to happen at about 9 years old. This is 18. And between 9 and 18, we have about maybe 14, 15, where something would happen here. And 18 and 27, about 22, 23, something would happen here. And this is how the chart is built. Now, when we look at it progressed, what you do eventually is, for an example, an M is worth 4. It's a 13-4, but a 4 nevertheless. And an I is 9. That's the 9th letter of the alphabet. When you take 4 and 9, it's 13. It brings it back to 4. 4 and 9 is 13 equals 4. 9 and 3 is 12. 12 equals 3. So we're putting it down here. 3 and 8 is 11, which is 2. So 3 and 8 is 11, is 2. 8 and 1 is 9. 8 and 1 is 9. We put it there. 1 and 5 is 6. 1 and 5 is 6. 5 and 3 is 8. And then we start building a triangle. 4 and 3 is 7. 3 and 2 is 5. 2 and 9 goes back to 2. 9 and 6 is 6. 6 and 8 is 14, which is 5. So if we followed it, and then we would eventually build it into a pyramid like this. And then we would have to figure out how to put the numbers together and what they mean. For instance, at age 9 years old, this person would go through some kind of route change. What's a route change? Change in either location or schooling, which is occupation. So a child's occupation, of course, would be school, and that would be a route change. Now, at the age of about 12, 13 years old, they went through a period of self-identity with the I, with the 9, and they started feeling good about themselves. 9 and 7 in the Kabbalah means peace of mind. So something happened where there was an ending in their life, 9 is endings, that they developed some peace of mind, and they felt good about things. And the 7, of course, is Neptune, learning, and so forth and so on. But this is an example of what the abracadabra is. That's why I wrote it down here. And I'm just showing you how to numerize with the abracadabra a common name like Michael. And I was showing that like these triangles here, 4 and 9 brings back to 4. 8 and 1 is 9. And then if you follow it down, it kind of gives you the changes. And you just have to familiarize yourself with what, when 2 numbers come together, what it actually means. Like the 3 is either young people, children, siblings, or friends. and 2 3s has something to do with advice or help or advice, and the age is about 18 years old, and so forth and so on. And I'll be, this is, you could consider lesson one. I'm just trying to get people familiar, and then we're going to go into deeper and deeper meanings. Now, this is how it starts out here. You just put, let's say, Michael, and between the two letters is the triangle, which indicates H. And then you add the two and break it down to the lowest number by addition, not subtraction. We're not subtracting. 9 and 3 is 12. 12 equals 3. 1 and 2 is 3. So forth. And it would show that there was some kind of partnership at about age 27, and so forth and so on. And this is how you would begin the abracadabra, which is a very interesting experience because it really gives a lot of overall insight. What the ancients did was they took the first 9 letters of somebody's name and they brought it into a pyramid, knowing what the combination of numbers do, and they were able to make predictions based on the combination of numbers when they brought it into the triangle. But they used 9 letters for everybody, the first 9 letters. And some people may not have 9 letters, but you use what you can and bring it into a pyramid, and it really makes major shifts in the person's life. And like I said, 2 people with the same name may go through similar changes, but with different people.